Okay, so now that we've created our basic site, we can talk about how to publish it and how to change the site settings. Now, we're not going to cover every setting in this video. We're going to cover as many as we can, and some of them are just going to work better in other videos, so we'll cover those later. Now, this site, I haven't changed the theme. I've created navigation and I've created all of these different pages, but I haven't published it yet, so I don't know how it actually behaves when it's truly online. So in order to publish it, make it live online, you have to click the publish button. Every time you make changes to your site, you need to hit the publish button. And then it says, website's published, here's the URL, you can click on it to view it, and then you can share it with Facebook or share it with Twitter. I hardly ever do it, I just click on this to see the actual live website. And then this is again where you can come here and add an email if you want to do that. So I don't want to share this with anybody, but I do want to see the official website. Now I purchased a domain for this site, and so that's why mine is a custom professorjedi.com. Yours might be something like weebly.yoursitename.com, and that is just the free domain that comes with Weebly, and that's absolutely okay, but in general you do want to have a custom domain if this is an official site that you're going to start using for your business or organization. So I'll go ahead and click on that, and now you can see we're at www.professorjedi.com. so here's my live site, back here is my editable site. So generally I like to have these both open so I can kind of see my side of it and what everybody else in the world is seeing. So see how this just says nothing right now, even though here it says my site, and that's just because it's a generic one and we need to change our settings. But now I can see how all of these function. I can go to these different pages and I can actually click on the official MCC page, and this will show you what it looks like or how it behaves. So this is going to jump me to my official MCC program page. So let's go ahead and click on home so we can go back to it. And notice that every time I come up here, this new tab says home, and when I click on portfolio, it says portfolio, and about, it says about. So those are your page titles and they directly correlate to what we see here. This is a fave icon, and if you go to different websites like let's say Target.com, notice that Target's fave icon is the actual Target logo. So you can change that in your website if you have, I think, a pro plan or maybe even a starter plan. I don't think you can do it with a free one, but anyway, let's go back and change some of our site settings. So we'll go to the settings tab in the menu, and this is where I can say, okay, this is my site address, and I want to change my site title. Okay, and it says, do you want to show the title on top of your pages? And if you don't know how that's going to show it, then just leave it checked and publish your site and see what happens. So SSL is the security. I'm not selling any products on here, and if it was a true store where I was selling hundreds of products, I would want to buy the business plan. If I was selling maybe 2 products, like 2 t-shirts or 2 posters that I made, then I don't even need to do that as long as I have the pro site engaged. And then this is where you can say, okay, if somebody comes to my site with a tablet or a phone, make sure to show them the mobile optimized website. Some people don't like that and they want to be able to show their actual website on every device, so you can choose there what you want to do. Fave icon, mine says upload, which means I have the plan where I can do that. If yours says upgrade, then your plan, you can't do this. Site password, if you want the whole site to be protected by a password, you can put that password in here. If you only want certain pages to be password protected, then it's trying to tell you that you can choose specific pages to password protect using the pages tab. So you can come up here. Now for navigation, it's going to tell you if you have a lot of pages, it's going to automatically group the excess under a more drop down menu. This irritates me, so I always uncheck this. And just know that some themes are going to work if you have 6 or 7 or 8 top level, and some are not. So again, it's a good idea to condense the amount of top level pages you have. Now if I want to connect this to my Facebook profile, I can do it here. I can also archive or back up my site in a zip file. So I would do that every once in a while just to make sure you have a backup. And then if for some reason you want to take your site down, you can press unpublish site and it'll take it off of the internet, but it'll still be available for you to edit and get into. So you don't want to delete your site, you just want to unpublish it. So SEO we'll get to in another video. This is search engine optimization. How do you make Google and other search engines see your site and show up in search results? Editors are people who maybe I want to have them edit my site. Like maybe I hire people in my business, or maybe I have an intern working with me. So I can have them have an editor role, and I can edit some pages and they can edit some pages, so that I don't have to have all of the work on me. And then members is if I for some reason had membership in my organization, or if I wanted people to have a specific special area of my site that's members only, then I can definitely work with that here. Store, it's going to take me to an entire store page. Notice it's up here now instead of settings. So if I click back, it's going to go back to settings, and we'll talk about the store later. And then blog, it says you don't have a blog on your site. If you want to, you can click here, add a page, make it a blog page, and then you can edit your blog settings here. So let's go back to general for right now, and notice that all my information that I typed in right here is not saved. So make sure when you type your information that you come and publish it. And then again, I could click here to see what it looks like, and it didn't look like anything changed. So, well, oh, okay, it's the save. See, I mess up all the time too. So Professor Jessica Eddington, and then save it. There we go. Now let's come back to our live site and refresh it. And now when I go to different pages, it's still showing portfolio and home and whatnot, but my actual site name is now Professor Jessica Eddington, so it's not generic. So we'll go over a bunch of these other settings when we get to them in other videos, but make sure you come in here and change at least the site address. If you have a new domain and you have your site title, make sure it's something that's specific and unique and that we have checked go to mobile.